Good morning, everybody. Today I'm going to show you how I'm going to get ready for lunch. Just a little bit of information, I guess, about me in my life right now, where I am. I get to turn 32 in a few short days, December 11th, and December 11th is my son's birthday. Today is December 9th. So my birthday is December 17th, and I'll be turning 32. So this is my first video on YouTube. I'm going to show you how I'm going to get ready for my my lunch today. A little bit of more information. So not only am I turning 32, and it's December, so everybody loves celebrating, Christmas. But my Christmas came a little bit early this year. So we found out a few days ago that we're expecting number 3. So, yay, 2020 took a lot from us, but it also gave me and my family a whole lot. So, if you can relate to that, I'm so happy for you. So that's kind of where I am in my life right now. So today what I'm going to show you is, how I'm going to do my hair. My hair is very curly. It doesn't look all that curly right now, but once it starts drying up, it gets so tiny and it just sticks to my head. And so it is very, very short. Hopefully I get to post a video of when I had it super short. So I did like a buzz cut. It was like probably like a 0. I didn't shave it, but I did just like, I took the clippers to it and it was down to a 0. And I loved it, but now it's time to grow it back. So this is probably a good, what would I say? Like a good, 7-8 months that I've been growing it back. The first time that I cut it all off was January of 2018. So January of 2019. I did 2019 short, I did 2020 short, and now it's growing back, and believe it or not, my hair grows pretty fast. So we'll see where it is in a few months by the time the baby's here, which is August. Due date is August. So I'm about 5 weeks in right now. But okay, so that was a little bit of me. Let me get started on doing my hair, and first, I'm going to blow dry it. So I want to dry it. I want to get it as dry as possible so that I can start taking the mini, you know what that is? The mini, I'm getting pregnancy brain farts, guys. Oh my gosh, I can't remember. The mini, flat iron. Oh my gosh, the mini flat iron. I'm so sorry. That happens to me. Okay, so anyways, I'm gonna start blow drying it. So. All right, so it's pretty dry and I'm done. No, I'm just kidding. So this is what curly hair looks like when you blow dry it. So much fun. So reminiscing. When I was in middle school, I didn't like my curly hair because I didn't know what to do with it. I never knew what products to use. So I always straightened it. Bad idea. By the time that I was probably like freshman, my curly hair was gone. I had pretty much burned it, and it wasn't curly, it wasn't straight. It was crazy. It was ugly, but you live and you learn. So when I met my husband at the time, my boyfriend, he was like, I love curly hair. I always wanted to have a girlfriend with curly hair. So I started to let my hair be natural again. And for any of you that have ever done that to your curly hair, you know what I mean. You damage it to the point where there's only one way to fix it. So you have to wear it natural. It wasn't curly. It wasn't straight. It was in the in-between. And so it took probably like a whole year for it to start curling up again. And now, thankfully, I have beautiful tight curls. And I love my hair. I love my curly hair. But once in a while, I like to see what it looks like straight. When I have it long, like when it grows out, this last time before I cut it, it was really curly, and once in a while it was probably like curly like to here, and then when I straightened it, it goes like down to here. My curls are really tight. And so I would straighten it once in a while. And so right now I just kind of see what it's gonna look like once I straighten it. The look that I'm gonna go for is like a straight back, like a Charlize Theron look. I love Charlize Theron. I love movies in general. My favorite movie, Pretty Woman, walking down the street with Julia Roberts. I love that movie. So anyhow, that was a little bit of a rundown through memory lane, middle school, high school, you know. So I'm so glad that I went back to my natural curly hair because it's so much easier. I wake up, I take a shower, I put some mousse in it, and I'm good. So this will probably take me like 30 minutes or so. As you can start to see, I have a lot of hair. And now that it's getting longer, it takes me a little bit longer to straighten it, but that's okay. So back to pregnant, guys. So I'm gonna share with y'all. We started trying in November and we got pregnant the first time. So yay. And like I said, we're both in our 30s. So I'm so happy about that we got baby number 3 on the first try. And I'm really trying to take care of myself as far as the main thing, not lifting heavy things, because with baby number 2, with my Adelina, she just turned 6 in August. With baby number 2, I had baby number 1 was only like 2.5 whenever I was pregnant with her. And I would carry him and pick him up. And you're like, yeah, it's no big deal, you know, like you can carry things. But soon into the pregnancy, I found out that the placenta was detaching from my womb, my baby, you know, she was detaching from my womb. And I had a lot of bleeding one night. And because I was laying down, it just kind of stayed inside. So it was the scariest thing. I get up out of bed, I go to the restroom, and all of a sudden this like baseball size ball of blood, like a coagulated, just like a ball of blood comes out, and I panicked. And I'm by myself. My husband's already gone to work. And my baby's 2.5, and I'm by myself in my apartment. And I know I'm like 4 months pregnant. No, I think I was like 5 months pregnant by then. And I'm like, what was that? I probably didn't dry that area enough. You see all that steam coming out? Okay, so don't do that. Make sure you get it all dry. And so I'm sitting there afraid to even look at what's inside of the toilet. I'm sorry for everybody that you know is is icky about talking about blood and stuff like that. But, you know, miscarriages happen, unfortunately. And I was so scared, but I needed to know what it was. So I grabbed it. I grabbed it out of the toilet. I grabbed the ball of blood. And I realized, you know, I was like, this is just blood. So I call my doctor. My doctor's like, come in. We're gonna do an emergency unplanned sonogram, and we're gonna send you to a specialist. And so I go in. My aunt came with me, so I wasn't by myself. And that's when they gave me the news that because of my bicornate, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly, my bicornate uterus, which is a heart-shaped uterus. It has 2 horns. It's like literally like this. So your uterus should be somewhat like this, but mine is like this. So it has 2 horns, and it doesn't hold as well as a normal uterus should. And so that, and I guess stress, and I was working at the time, and the fact that I was picking up my baby, my 2.5-year-old, the placenta was detaching. So they put me on bed rest for the rest of my pregnancy. And I'm aware that the characteristic of my uterus, you know, the fact that I have a bicornate uterus, first off, it can be harder to get pregnant. But thankfully, you know, I've had 2 full-term babies with my Adelina after we found out that I was going to be on bed rest. Another surprise was that I had a C-section, a planned C-section, because she got stuck and she was never able to go head down. So that was okay. C-section wasn't that bad. It's so weird. The cut that they do, it's like 5 or 6 tissues that they cut, like all of your muscles in your stomach and your lower abs, and then your skin. And so for a long time I couldn't feel that area, like the line of the C-section. But 6 years down the road now, no problems. I can do ab workouts, no problems, no issues, no complications after the C-section. So I was so happy about that. So we shall see with this baby, but that's mainly why I'm being a little bit more careful this time around, not picking up my Lena, which she's 6, but I was still so used to just picking her up and holding her in my arms. And so we're doing a little bit of adjustments with that, but like I said, I'm 5 weeks along, so we shall see. There's still a lot of growing to do. And I think I'm gonna try to flip over this hair because I can't see what's underneath, what's been done. So probably like, I don't know, 1/4 of the way done with this hair. And start doing this part underneath. So the reason why I'm starting this YouTube channel is I work from home now, and I was used to working at an office, and I get lonely now. So I I needed something to do, you know? Some interaction, especially with all this COVID still going on. So the dryer kind of dried this part, straightened it for me a little bit, so that's good. So, and I've straightened my hair so many times before that I don't really use a mirror in the back. I can just kind of feel and I can tell when my hair's curly or when it still needs a little bit more straightening. It just makes it easier to not have another mirror back there. So after I do my hair, I'm gonna do my quick makeup that I would do. And I'm not gonna wear a whole lot of makeup today. Okay, so I'm gonna get started. Excuse me. I'm gonna get started with this side. Not sure if you can see. Oh, my grays. My grays are coming in. So I wish I could say I got my grays from my mom, but that's not the case. My mom, I lost her 9 years ago. She passed in 2011. And she didn't have any gray hair. She was relatively young still. She was in her 40s. And she didn't have any gray hair, like a few here and there, but that was about it. And me, I don't know what's going on. I think I took on after my grandmother, maybe. Her mom has a lot of grays. But I'm okay with it. Like, if one day in my 50s I have a head full of white hair, like, I'm gonna be fine with it. So if you can rock it, if you have the confidence, you can pull it off. So, but for now, they're just slowly coming in. You can't see them all that much when my hair is curly. It's only when I straighten my hair that you can see them a little bit more. But they're just like all in this little area up top. Grab this so it's not getting in the way. So if you have any comments or advice for pregnancies in your 30s, drop them down below. I really want to, I don't know, this pregnancy I know is going to be so different. First thing I noticed was just the ability to share it with my little ones. So my firstborn, Jacob, he's turning 9 a few days from now on Friday. And so he's, you know, like, he knows what's going on. He asks questions about the baby, and he was like, when's your belly gonna grow? I was like, not for a while, hopefully. And my little one, Adelina, she's like, I want a girl. she's 6. So it's awesome. It's so awesome to get to share with them what's going on and just to feel their love. It's amazing. I'm just so thankful, so blessed to be able to share that with them. And my husband, he's so cheapy. He's so loving, and I think he's the one suffering from more of the symptoms. He's like, "What are y'all craving?" And I'm like, aren't I the pregnant one? Shouldn't I be the one craving stuff?" And it's him for now. But so both of my other pregnancies were in my 20s. My first, I was a few days shy of turning 23 when I had my Jacob, and when I had my Adelina, I was 2 years after, 25. When I had my Adelina, 25. That year I turned 26. So now in my 30s, I don't know. I think it's gonna be different. So if you have any advice or tips or comments, just put them down below. So see, it's long. You can really start to see how long it is. Like it tightens up. My curls are really, really tight. I'm gonna grab some of this so I can see a little bit better here. Taking me a little bit longer than I thought. I do have a lot more hair now though, and it's longer. So with this, we're just gonna keep this behind the ear. Okay, so now we've made it this far. So now we want to start pushing this back. So I just grab a few thin sections up at top and we start pushing it back, giving it a little bit of a curl. And these little baby hairs right here, got a lot of baby hairs. These little baby hairs, we want to grab them and push them back. Give it that curl. See? And we're just going to keep doing that. So we're going to grab some more hair. Do the same. tell y'all, not liking it so much. I think I got too much going on. I think this cut that I have just doesn't work well with this anymore. So we're gonna improvise. Improvise is a girl's best friend. So we're just gonna kind of take it to the side, but even this, I'm not feeling it. Okay, let's see if I can. So I'm gonna go in and just like give me a little bit of a wave here, like a little curl, just to give it a little bit of a different look. So I'm supposed to go have lunch at the Madeline with my sister-in-law. And I just wanted to do something different. But that slick back look that I originally had planned isn't working for me. So we'll see how this looks. Guys, I don't like it. I don't like it. Okay, but I'm not gonna make it curly anymore because I already straightened it. At least I know how long it is now, so it's getting there. I mean, it's a good length. But I think this is gonna be the last time that I straighten it. Not my favorite look. Okay, so I'm gonna go put my clothes on real quick so I can come finish my makeup. I'm back. Okay. Oh, this shirt's a little bit see-through. Okay. So I guess once I dress it up, it doesn't look bad. Okay, so I'm gonna do a tucked in look instead. I'll show you the full length mirror here in a little bit. So I'm putting in some moisturizer, some collagen on my, gotta protect your skin, you know. Be a little bit vulnerable here. So a few months ago, before the pregnancy, I went to my yearly physical, and my doctor told me, she's like, hey, we're gonna run some blood tests. Is there anything in particular that you think we should look for? So I mentioned to her that I was always tired and that I was always cold, and that just in general, my energy was always really low. So she was like, okay, well, we're gonna run your iron test, see how you are on your iron. So I was like, okay. So my iron came back really, really low, and my ferritin levels came back really low. So I'm gonna get a little medical on y'all. Ferritin is like it's like the locking thing for inside of your blood, that where your iron can lock into. It's like the key, the hole to the key, and your iron is the key and the ferritin is the keyhole. So when you don't have any keyholes for your iron to grab onto, you don't have much iron in your body. So any iron that I was eating, my body wasn't keeping it. I'm putting in some BeFit Pharmacy tinted moisturizer. I do a very, very light makeup. I always feel like I can't breathe. Well, anyways, I don't want to get off on a tangent before I finish this one. So I just put this all over my face. So all these little pimples that you see here are because when I found out my ferritin was low, she was like, we need to fix that. The doctor was like, we need your iron to be better. Your ferritin's low, your iron's low. She's like, you need to eat more red meat. You need to take everyday iron, and we'll recheck you in like 2 months. So for any of you that have ever taken iron as a supplement and you've needed high doses, you'll know that iron can greatly affect your hormones. So when you get acne down here in like your chin area, like it was everywhere. I mean, it's getting better now because I started taking smaller doses, but acne primarily in the chin area and in the neck area is due to hormone changes. So I got really, really upset. I was like, you know, what can I do? So I just did what I had to. You know, I made myself healthy. My ferritin level is good. My iron level is great. And now I just consume more beans, black beans, pinto beans, lentils, red meat. I still love my turkey. I still love my chicken. I still love my fish, but I knew I wasn't getting enough of those things. And now that my ferritin levels are higher and my iron is higher, I feel so much better. My energy's up. I'm not cold all the time. So that's good. But yeah, anybody that has acne in their 30s, like I was like, really? I'm in my 30s. But you know, the body's just so complex. You put something in it and it reacts to it. That's just that's just our bodies, and everybody's different, you know, and I don't know what I'm gonna get with this pregnancy. So for my makeup, after I do my moisture tint, I'm gonna go in with some MAC Mariah Carey, the little palette. I'm gonna do some gray here. This one just on my lid. Of color here on my lid, just a little bit. I'm gonna do the same on the other side. Okay, so now with this end, with the thinner end, I'm gonna go in and grab some of this like goldy stuff. And I just like to put that right in here. So my husband asked me the other day, he was like, why do y'all make so many faces whenever y'all are doing your makeup? You're like, oh. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know why we make so many faces. Do y'all? I make a lot of faces whenever I'm doing my makeup. Okay, so that's about it for my eyeshadow. Something very light. And I'm gonna go in and do a little eyeliner. Bam! It came out good the first time. That doesn't always happen. I'm not a pro at doing makeup. Not at all. But I still try. And guess what? My my eyeliner never looks the same, but that's okay. Okay, I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna just leave it, you know? You'll end up with like a bird on your face sometimes. Okay, so I'm gonna do some quick mascara. I hope I don't have a booger. Just kidding. You know, like you get so close up. Like showing y'all my brain from here. Way up there. Okay. Alrighty. Coming together very nicely. I might say so myself. Okay. So, no, I need to do my eyebrows real quick. So I'm letting them grow out because they're a little bit empty in some spots. So if you see them a little bit untamed, it's on purpose. I'm just letting them grow out a little bit. Nothing a good little eyeliner pencil can't help. So like right here, it's a little hairy, but it'll grow out. And I mean, I'm pretty hairy in general. Like, I have a lot of baby hair all through here. We won't get into that though. Not today. Okay. All right. And so, okay. So I'm gonna do a little bit of the Farmasi color correcting powder. So I'm just gonna put a little bit. Put some there. Put some there. And this thing is like very concentrated. It's very easy to put too much. Start looking white all over. So we don't want to do that. We just want to keep it light. Okay. So then after, let me use the same brush. After, we're going to go in and just put a little bit of blush. And this is just a cheap one I found, Wet n Wild blush. Pinch Me Pink. Okay. Okay, so now that we're done with that, we're gonna put a little bit of setting spray. And I really like this setting spray because I feel like it kind of just like sets everything down. If you're not doing setting spray and you're thinking, I'm not gonna wear this makeup all day, it's not just to wear it and for it to sit all day. It really adds like this finishing touch to the makeup. I really like it. So might have put too much. Oh, that tasted disgusting. Okay, so we're gonna dry this. Get this all dry. Sorry. Set you back down real quick. Okay, so we're gonna dry this all up real quick. See how you can't really see the powder so much anymore, and it's just, it kind of looks like everything's just, you know, seamless. And for my lips, we're gonna go in with very red, very alive color. Alrighty. Okay. Kind of like this look better. The whole asymmetrical look, you know, like put the hair behind the ear on this side. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go to the big mirror then. All right, guys, so this is the finished product. This is got a little pencil skirt going on. Still don't have a belly, you know, but I hope you enjoyed getting ready with me. Lots of love, lots of kisses. See you soon.